Digestion. Digestion. Focus question. What is the process of digestion? Let's eat. Over the lips, past the gums, look out stomach, here it comes. This catchy saying captures the voyage of every piece of chicken, cheese, and chocolate we have ever put in our mouth. Getting chewed and swallowed, though, are just the beginning. Every bite goes on a long, messy, slow-motion roller coaster ride through the body's digestive system. From top to bottom, our digestive system is an astonishing network of organs. They work together to break apart what we eat into smaller pieces until molecules of food are turned into energy. Digestion also delivers the raw materials that make and build our body's bones, muscles, skin, eyeballs, toenails, nose hairs, spleen, and everything else. Everyone knows how to eat. Here's what happens afterward from top to bottom. Ingestion.
Ingestion.
Recall a moment when a fresh pizza or other dish came out of the oven. The scent of a favorite food can make our mouth water for a very good reason. Our body is getting ready to ingest or eat. The smell of tasty food gets the digestive system going before we ever take a bite. Glands in our mouth start oozing saliva or split. Saliva is almost all water. However, it also contains molecules called enzymes that start breaking down food. Teeth serve as the shredder to make the digestion easier. Our sharp front teeth are made for slicing into an apple or sandwich. Our strong, flat back teeth grind up harder foods like nuts. All the while, saliva is softening up every mouthful. Enzymes are especially good at dissolving bread, crackers, potatoes, and other scratchy foods. Saliva also kills many germs in food before they have a chance to make us sick. Taste buds in our tongue let us enjoy the flavor in our mouth. Now, though, the tongue has another job. It takes the mashed up globe of food called a bolus and pushes it into the throat. After we swallow, the journey continues. Digestion. Digestion is the next stage. When we swallow, the food below enters the esophagus. The esophagus is the tube that runs from the back of the mouth to the stomach. Near the top of the esophagus is a leaf-shaped flap called the epiglottis. It closes to keep food and drink out of the windpipe and lungs. Have you ever taken a swig of water and started coughing because some of it dribbled down the wrong tube? That happened because the epiglottis did not close in time. The epiglottis is about 25 centimeters, 10 inches long. It runs down the back of the throat behind the windpipe. The esophagus is lined with muscles that push the food toward the stomach. Usually, the trip down the esophagus to the stomach takes 2 to 3 seconds. Digestion continues in the stomach. This organ is like a rubbery, coma-shaped sac. It produces gastric juices made mostly of acid and enzymes. The stomach is lined with gastric mucus. This gooey, slippery junk protects the stomach from its own acid. Lactose intolerance. Some of us have difficulty digesting certain types of foods. Lactose intolerance is a common digestive disorder. Lactose is the main carbohydrate found in milk, cheese, and other dairy products. Lactose intolerance happens when a person doesn't produce enough of an enzyme called lactase. Lactase suggests lactose, breaking it into glucose and galactose, two types of sugar the body can use. without enough lactase. Lactose goes undigested, which can make people feel ill and gassy. Lactose intolerance is common. About 75% of the world's population experiences some form of it. Gastric juices speed up the breakdown of food. Muscles around the stomach help by churning the mixture and turning solids into mush. A meal may take up to 5 hours to completely break down before leaving the stomach. The digestive system works overtime to fight germs that might otherwise make us ill. Gastric juices can kill sickness-causing bacteria that might have hit a ride on our food. The digestive system doesn't always win, though. Our body may sense dangerous germs in our food, or we may have caught an illness that irritates the stomach lining.
Lining.
When that happens, our body may signal that what is in the stomach needs to come out. A muscle above the stomach called the diaphragm squeezes down. The muscles of the abdomen squeeze too. The contents of our stomach may then make a quiet exit in the form of vomit. Vomiting is never pleasant. However, it is another way our digestive system protects us. If digestion goes well, though, the stomach prepares a nutrient-rich smoothie. That chicken, cheese, or chocolate is now part of a gloppy mess called chyme. Muscles pump this mixture into the next station in the digestive system, the small intestine. Nutrient basics. The digestive system breaks food down into nutrients. Carbohydrates fuel the brain, power the muscles, and help us fight off disease. Fats help us absorb vitamins and minerals, maintain healthy blood, and build cells and muscle. Minerals include calcium, iron, zinc, and others. Calcium helps build teeth and bones and keeps them strong. Iron contributes to healthy blood. Zinc helps ward off illness and heal cuts and bruises. Minerals come from many foods, including green leafy vegetables. Proteins supply the building blocks for the body, helping it grow and maintain strength. We have proteins in every cell in our bodies, muscles, bones, and even hair. Vitamins are valuable for fighting illness and disease. They contribute to healthy eyes, skin, and bones, and can help ease depression. Fruits, vegetables, and eggs are packed with vitamins. Water is an essential nutrient for the healthy functioning of the entire body. For young people ages 9 through 13, 6 glasses of water a day are recommended. Absorption. The small intestine is not small at all. In fact, this colloid tube is 6.1 meters, 20 feet long in most adults. We call it small because it is narrow, about 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch from side to side. The main job of the small intestine is absorption. Absorption is what a sponge does while soaping up spilled water or other liquid. It's a similar way. The walls of the small intestine absorb nutrients from the chyme arriving from the stomach. The first section of the small intestine is called the duodenum. It features 2 openings or ducts. They deliver chemicals, bile, and digestive enzymes that continue the digestive process. Bile is produced in the liver and stored in the gallbladder. It helps break down fats and vitamins. The pancreas produces digestive enzymes that break down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Now the nutrients are ready for absorption, and the small intestine is where most absorption takes place. The lining of the small intestine is just 1 cell thick. Reduced to molecules, nutrients can easily pass through this lining and reach the bloodstream. The blood picks up the molecules and carries them to where they are needed. How does food give us energy? We need energy to run, think, and carry our backpack. Where does that energy come from? Our food. Our body breaks down food into molecules, including glucose. Glucose is a simple yet power-packed form of sugar. Our body uses some glucose immediately for energy, uses some energy, and stores any extra as glycogen in the liver and muscles. If that extra glycogen goes unused for too long, the body will store it as fat for later use. The liver is another important organ along the digestive system. It acts like a filter to clear out harmful chemicals. It sends some nutrients onward to other organs and other groups of cells. The liver, though, is also where other vitamins or important sugars are stored until needed. These sugars are our body's main fuel. The digestive system hates wasting food. It uses every nutrient it can store others. Whatever the small intestine does not absorb gets pushed into the large intestine. Too much sugar. Having too much glucose or blood sugar can be harmful to our health. Insulin is a hormone that helps our bodies use and store glucose properly. Some people have bodies that don't make or use insulin well, though. These people can develop a disease called diabetes that poses serious health risks. Elimination. The large intestine is the last organ in the digestive system. In adults, it is about 1.5 meters, 5 feet long, and about 7.6 centimeters, 3 inches around. Whatever foods the stomach and small intestine have not digested and absorbed ends up here. The walls of the large intestine may absorb more water from the digested food. They may also draw out some remaining vitamins and minerals such as salt. These nutrients pass through the walls to the bloodstream just as they do the small intestine. The large intestine prepares what remains from elimination as feces, better known as poop. The large intestine is also the main home of a zoo of microbes, mostly bacteria. These microbes are not just good at vital to have inside us. They fight harmful germs and also produce vitamins. For example, gut microbes produce vitamin K, which builds stronger bones and healthier blood. Strong muscles around the large intestine finally squeeze the poop into the last stop, the rectum. Nerves there signal when it's time for the poop to exit through the anus. What's actually in our poop? Most of it is water. Some of it is food waste, however. About a third of the solid content of feces is bacteria from the small and large intestines. These bacteria are also responsible for most of the gas we pass. The typical brown color is the result of a vial that came along from the ride. Once again, the digestive system has done its job. Food for thought. You can take care of your digestion system so that it can take better care of you. Here are 3 suggestions that make it easier for your stomach and intestines to do their jobs. Eat real food. That means cutting back on junky grub. Foods that are loaded with sugar and salt. Sodium may taste good, but they are not great for the body. If the ingredients list on a snack package is super long and full of chemicals you've never heard of, there are better options for your digestive system and overall health. Increase your fiber intake. That means eating more foods like oatmeal, beans, nuts, seeds, and vegetables. Eating a lot of fiber is like cleansing out the digestive system with a scrub brush. Slow down and chew. The more you use your teeth and saliva to mash up a mouthful of food, the easier it is to digest and absorb. Slow eating reduces indigestion, bleaching, and gas. The digestive system is messy and sometimes smelly. It acts like a biological assembly line. It moves foods from top to bottom while supplying your body with everything it needs to stay strong, healthy, and energized. It is